Damn. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up, man. Wake your ass up. Get your ass up.
Speaker Leaguers, we're in the building right now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's going down right now, man. Good morning mix with your boy DJ Lalo, Trey Cool, and Big Bree with the sports. We'd like to welcome everybody out this morning. How everything's been going with my guys?
Good morning, man. Just
All right.
chilling on this Thursday.
Yeah, same here, man. Ain't too much going on, man.
All right, you already know, man. Week 4 is in the books. If you watch football a lot, it's in the books right now, man. How y'all faring out so far?
I'm doing fairly well. I'm above 500. That's all I can say. I can only speak for myself.
Yeah. 2-2, man. I was 0-2, so I'm doing all right. I beat the 2 undefeated guys sitting in front of me.
Whatever.
Them actually big wins right there, actually.
Yeah, there was a big wins. I mean, like,
Because
I could be 0-4, bro. Like,
I mean, not only that, later on in the season, if it come down to it, you're gonna have a couple little, something to say about something because you got tiebreakers.
Tiebreaker. Yeah.
You're right.
I think. Do we play twice a year?
I gotta check. I mean, I don't think so, man. It's 14 teams, like 16 teams, so it's only 18 weeks, so I don't think everybody plays twice.
Yeah. Well, y'all know what it is, man. If y'all into that fantasy football, we definitely get our bets on each year. The Grid Iron League is back in with the Revenge League this year, and hopefully, man, my man right here took it last year, but hopefully I can dismiss both of you niggas and take it back this year. Top of the morning, man. My topic today is, man, due that we're close to the presidential debate, or presidential, voting season.
Yeah. That was gonna be mine.
A lot of things are going on. And one big thing that I had seen is with the workers being on strike on the border. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to be replaced by AI. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, and it's crazy, man. Because after COVID, or during COVID, everybody came out and act like they didn't have to go back to work. They didn't want to work no more. And I'm wondering, do you think that stimulus money has something to do with that? Receiving that stimulus money through COVID, that a lot of people don't want to go back to work, or now they're starting to invent AI and machines to overtake the working population. What do you think about that?
I mean, we seen that coming a while ago, as far as machines taking over normal everyday jobs.
It's it's got to do. There's a lot of recording right now, but yet as far as jobs, I don't think it's always been there, just like the voice recordings and things like that. But they, what I'm saying, like you said, you got to have the human experience when you call somebody. I mean, I work in a call center.
Yeah, I'm hanging up immediately as soon as I hear computer and automated.
Tell, when they click in, and they ain't really.
I ain't trying to hear one thing.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do as a population, as a human population? What are we gonna do? Because
buy as much
machines take over the jobs. What are you gonna do to make pay? What we know we're gonna do to make pay, but what a lot of people won't have an idea what to do because they're so used to the working force. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of them putting machines in the warehouses, in the workspaces that we used to occupy. And it's sad because, like I said, it seemed like it happened during COVID. You know what I mean? When it came out of COVID, when ain't nobody had to go to work or nothing for a long time, then they came out of COVID, nobody really wanted to return back to work. So my thing is, unless you're inventing something like the job that we do, and or if you're inventing something like some type of entrepreneurial job, a lot of people are going to be out of work.
Yeah, COVID, man, it started a lot of buzz with a lot of things, like you said, work from home stuff, a lot of different buzzes, man, that it came from, just health in its sense was the number one priority at the time, keeping people safe. So then everything else trickled down. So, man, we humans, man, we know what we got to do to survive. It's certain things people use to I guess.
But see, that's my argument right there, and that's my problem right there, because even though you say that, it's a lot of people who don't think like us.
Yeah.
Who just actually gets up, go to work at this warehouse or at this place, and go home, and that's all they really know. A lot of people aren't. My mom used to call me a pencil pusher when I was young. You know what I mean? She said I was gonna be a desk guy, but you know, they're not computer literate.
Yeah.
All like that. You know what I mean? Only some people are. You know what I mean? Everybody's not the same.
Well, Mama was right, wasn't she though? Mama was right, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was right. That's all. I'm a desk guy. I deserve a desk. But yeah, man, I just think that's pretty sad, man, in the direction that we're going, because it's almost like the end of the world, and they're creating a new generation almost. I seen another picture of an AI robot doing the concrete on the wall faster than a human, like sliding in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Much as that.
Trying to replace. How are humans trying to replace humans? That's the crazy part behind the whole situation. You know what I mean?
You know, everything is meant to get easier, and everything is meant to be improved. And the thing is, speed kills, no matter what industry you're in, from sports to machinery. So if a machine is faster than the other machine, we're going to replace that old machine because we want production. Production is everything needs to be mass produced at alarming rates. There's billions of people in the world worldwide, and not only that, there's new people born every day. So production is at an all-time high, and the faster the better. So if your slow ass who don't really want to be here can't do it, and I'm gonna put this machine in here who ain't gonna give me no lift. I'm gonna be here every day on time.
Well, Trey, you hit the nail right on the push of a button. Hammer on the nail with mass production, man. That's what this society is on. So, man, there's so much stuff that people produce every day. I had a guy ask me, well, my cousin asked me, he's a security guard or officer down at the hospital. And he asked me, man, what's wrong with how's all these kids doing all these shootings? And I said, the mass production. There's a lot of guns out there. They can't control where these guns are going. So it's getting into kids' hands. You got a gun, what you gonna do with it? You gonna wanna shoot it. So can't nobody say nothing to you. So as soon as you get something, somebody tell you, man, get the F out my face. And you got a gun on you, what you gonna do? Oh man, you get out my face. Wow, they pull it out. So that's mass production, man. It helps in a negative, and it hurts in a negative and a positive way, just like the internet.
Yeah, but it's just sad that, like, even that's why the workers are striking right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they know very soon they're going to be out of job. They're going to be out of job.
I mean, you're still going to have to employ, because, you know, these people going to have to still buy the products, man. So there's always going to be a job.
Yeah, but you're not making them no more.
Yeah, but you got to man them. You know, computers ain't everything. You know, we all got cell phones. So if Apple and, you know, Galaxy, Samsung is producing all these cell phones every year, every 6 months, who going to buy them? Mass production. You got to, if you at the end of the day.
They're going to make these phones or whatever they're making fast, and you're going to buy them. You know why?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why you're going to buy them. Because you want these products.
Right.
You're used to getting these products.
The people that's producing these products wants these products in your hands. So in order for them to keep their business afloat, you know, they got to bring in revenue.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if they got the robots making them, they're still going to get out their production. You know what I mean? They're still going to get their production out to the world, because now they're making them 2 times faster. You know what I mean? They produce them at an alarming rate. So now you're looking at it like, okay, so therefore, fuck the humans. Just like Trey say, I come in and push a button, everybody at work.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
You got to understand, it still got to be people that go out there and buy the products.
Yeah, but if you're not making the money, you're not buying the product.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
What's the common denominator?
But see, what I'm saying is, people are still going to buy the product, no matter if a robot made it or a human made it.
Yeah, but if you're not employed and you're not making money, then somebody gonna have to give you some money so you can buy it. So what you just
what
said
do we usually do?
Earlier
we go
in the
borrow.
topic is that they're gonna.
If
be
we want that and we ain't got it, what we do? Go borrow for somebody that got it.
Like you just said, the government is gonna have to come up with some type of stimulus plan to stimulate the economy. So therefore, the taxpayers that are working is going to be the ones hitting the pocket for these people to go out there and buy these products.
Right.
That's what it is. You just nailed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're still going to produce way faster. There's still going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of poverty. They're trying to. I don't understand this. Why they always try to wipe out the middle class?
The people that's working now is going to be working harder.
Well, no, I mean, Bree, we kind of on two different. Okay, so basically, Lalo is trying to figure out how do we feel about the AI and the robot replacing the humans.
Yeah,
that's basically the premise of the conversation. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's fault to us as humans and the workers itself. Because if we were doing, you know what I'm saying, if we could work faster, we would have a problem. You know what I'm saying? If we came to work on time,
go to work.
if we came to work on time, you know, it would be a problem. But if it wasn't a need to be fixed, it wouldn't be a problem. So
this is what it is. There's going to be more people into the industries of driving trucks. There's going to be more people into the industries of cutting hair, doing
I mean, it's always going to be something to do.
Okay, now I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
now I understand what you're saying.
They're pushing people to other jobs.
But then you're forcing the people that's just in the working class or doing these warehouses to go first, find another trade.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's going to be it's going to be rich or poor.
I mean, the only thing,
rich or you poor.
The only problem with that is, you know, the fact that if, say, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry, he got fired. That's, you know what I'm saying, he had to go learn a new trade. That's not the problem per se. It's all because, you know, the main thing with the human race is change. So,
let me ask you this, Trey. 10 years ago, how much was a haircut?
10 years ago, $10.
How much is a haircut today?
$25-$30.
Shit, I heard 50.
I heard 52, and they got me fucked up. I wish I would.
You're going to be paying $100 for your haircut.
No, it's not happening.
You're going to be paying $100 for your haircut. You know why? It's because that's going to be a trade that's demanded, and when it's a demand, meaning that
I'm sending my son to barber school.
Like everything is switching. So like basically, like Tay said, the demand for the manufacturers is going to be low, but the demand for the haircut industry is going to be higher. So therefore, they're going to raise the prices.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But y'all know what it is, man. Let us know what you think. Do you feel the movement of the AI representation replacing human beings in the workplace? Let us know about that, man. You can tap in on the comments on our live right now, or you can call in 234-738-3230 and let us know how you feel about it. We're going to get into some music right now. We'll be right back with you with Big Bree with sports. It's the Good Morning Mix. Let's go.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. You know, one time we had a hail bomb for 12 hours. When it was all over, I walked up. We didn't find one of them, not one stinking big body. Smell, you know that gasoline smell. The whole hill. Smells like. I love it.
Get your own motion, you a follower. If she let me fuck, I'ma fuck the shit out of her. I'ma talk crazy every time a nigga drop a verse. My nigga fucking the doctor, he don't run out of perks. He don't run out of lean. He bout to cop a vert. Family now, but he used to be my wop at first. He started selling it instead of using it. I that shit. Everybody say I'm dope, but I already knew that shit. Man, this weed good as fuck, I wonder who grew that shit. When I pull up in your shitty, I'm gritting all through that bitch. I'm a fucking lunatic, I go crazy with them rags. Like little chicken, but my chicken really fat. I'm feeling like LeBron, I'm just a nigga from the act that everybody love to hate, cause they can't fuck with me. I feel like John Morant, I kept getting caught with straps, and now everybody trying to act like they don't fuck with me. Let me beat the plug myself, he gon' fuck with me. He don't really fuck with you, cause you don't spend enough with it. She don't really fuck with you, but you bought her some new titties. I want me some new money, fuck getting some new kitty. All I know is keep it 100 like 250s. It's threes. Get your own motion, you a follower. If she let me fuck, I'ma fuck the shit out of her. I'ma talk crazy every time a nigga drop a verse. Go, 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 go. Get your own motion, you a follower. If she let me fuck, I'ma fuck the shit out of her. I'ma talk crazy every time a nigga drop a verse. Go, 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 go.
What I say, ain't going to the club without that roll on me. I ain't leaving out the crib without that pole on me. Thought we was rockin' to the end while you fall on me. They she ain't fuck with me back then, now she all on me. They see a nigga getting off, now all the hoes want me, it hit different. They plotting on a nigga cause they see the way I'm living. Got tired of being broke, had to turn up and get some chicken. Mama told me get up off my ass, I couldn't do nothing but listen.
All I had to do is listen, nigga. Got up off my ass, I get to that chicken, nigga. I can't let these niggas knock me off my pivot, nigga. It get dangerous for a nigga, claim me with it, nigga. I keep my hand on this trap, I'm just trying to make it home. I was trained to shake that bag, memory days I was low. Make that bitch shake her ass up on this dick shit, bro. That little bitch know I shake the bag, make that bitch hit the road. So my bro don't break the code, cause I got him in this shit. See, I beatbox, but I got him with the blick. When the streets house, we toss some glass, we gotta book a trip. When the beef hop, you better keep that rock, cause they might flip.
Time to do a drill, best believe we gon' blitz. Niggas know that I get active, keep me trippin' on them skins. And if I pass this bitch alone, I know my nigga, he gon' trip. Right or wrong, forever right, nigga, forever in the shit. Without that roll on me, I ain't leaving out the crib without that pole on me. Thought we was rockin' to the end while you fall on me. And she ain't fuck with me back then, now she all on me. They see a nigga getting off, now the hoes on me. Ain't different. They plotting on a nigga cause they see the way I'm living. Got tired of being broke, I had to turn up and get some chicken. Mama told me get up off my ass, I couldn't do nothing but listen. Got time to be in broke, had to turn up and get some chicken. Mama told me get up on my ass, I couldn't remember this.
Yeah.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Do this shit. I don't know what these other niggas be doing. I ain't even concerned. Yeah. Yo, what you know about fuck around with the best? If you did, then you wouldn't fuck around with the rest. Gotta get it up, life, I'ma live it up. I ain't never give a fuck, it's the kid, nigga, what? Bitches ain't wanna holler when I was living foul. Made a couple of dollars, like how I'm living now. Designer clothes, bigger money, you find a hoes. I'm that nigga, get the picture, I ain't tryna pose. All I ever really wanted was to get dope. True colors to show when niggas get low. I hit hoes, spit flows till my shit blow. It's either hustle or die, that's how this shit go. Been in this game, I can never be played. Fuck trying to be popular, I'd rather be paid. Was never afraid of nothing, I'm as real as they come. No matter how you break it down, bitch, I'm still number one. There's one rule to the game, let's get money. These broke niggas joking and it ain't shit funny. It's one rule to the game, let's get money. These broke niggas joking and it ain't shit funny. It's one rule to the game, let's get money. These broke niggas joking and it ain't shit funny. It's one rule to the game, let's get money, nigga. Yo, we came to take over the game. Handle properly for landing on my property. Real shit, I got it on lock, it ain't no stopping me. Started at the bottom, the top is what I gotta see. Hoes stay grinning cause they know the boy winning. Pray to God every day, even though I stay sinning. Gotta get it in long as the world keeps spinning. Money over bullshit has been that way from the beginning. It really ain't nothing, I'm just grinding like I'm supposed to. These niggas claim they don't like me, but they hoes do. I'm with the team, clear the scene when we roll through. Catch me in the club, popping bottles with my whole crew. We really living it, paper, we really getting it. If they bout to benefit, then really I don't give a shit. By any means, I'ma hustle for cream. Ain't nothing between. I'm trying to live a hustler's dream. Niggas one rule to the game, let's get money. These broke niggas joking and it ain't shit funny. It's one rule to the game, let's get money. These broke niggas joking and it ain't shit funny. It's one rule to the game, let's get money. These broke niggas joking and it ain't shit funny. It's one rule to the game, let's get money, nigga. Yeah.
Chase this back forever and ever. Oh, yeah.
El Joe right there. That song was called One Rule. Welcome back to the Good Morning Mix. We back on air, man, right now, man. We have a special guest in the building as well, I see. My man, Just Incredible, man. What's going on, bro?
How y'all doing?
We doing fine. How are you doing?
What up?
Yeah, no, man. I forgot to mention it, man. I put it together.
Don't worry, he already told me, man.
Let a state expert to come through, man, and bless us with some knowledge that we don't have as a people. Right now, I guess the market is really hot, and he wanted to let us know a little things that were going on with the housing market. So, Mr. Ellis, what's the deal? Welcome to the Good Morning Mix. Appreciate your presence.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the invite, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So, technically, the market is at the beginning stages of being hot. Interest rates are going down rapidly, constantly over the next 6 months. So, it's going to be a lot of opportunity for people.
Oh, to buy into a home?
Yeah, to buy into a home, refinance, all of that.
Okay, when is this supposed to take place?
Well, the first interest rate drop already happened a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay. What did it drop to?
It dropped basis points, so it dropped like 0.5%.
Okay. So what's the prediction like? Is it going to go a full percentage point in the next couple of months, a full 2? Like, what are we looking at?
I'm thinking it's probably going to be by the time it's done, it's probably going to drop a full 2%.
Okay. And that's crazy because I'm looking at 2%. Like, what is 2%? But 2% is really something, huh?
Yeah. That's thousands of dollars in your pocket.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
I need to talk to him again.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Actually. But in the real estate market, man, knowing we having a housing crisis right now, what are some of the ways that we can, get back to where we need to be? Where, like you said, it's coming down 2 points. But what are some of the ways or tactics that you need to get back to affordable housing?
Well, as for buying, you just buy whenever, and just watch the markets. Like there's really no time, no good or bad time to buy. Just having that ownership.
Like a real estate guy.
But it's just having that ownership that puts you in the best position, compared to renting. Mm-hmm. When you renting, there is you got the safety net of somebody coming to fix your stuff for you, and you not being liable long term for any BS that goes on over with the house. But there's so many downsides to it. Like the eviction process is very damaging to your credit.
Right.
It's worse than a repo. When you get evicted, that's somebody saying like, hey, you don't even pay your bills to live. So that's going to look way worse to anybody that's lending to you.
So tell me something. How do they, with rent being so high and mortgage being high? Well, I don't know if mortgage went high, but with rent being so high, is that ever coming back down?
No,
it's not coming back down. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So we as an economy, what do we need to do to be able to afford because rent basically doubled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're renting, it basically doubled. You know what I mean? What do we do as far as an economy? Do boost minimum wage again, or what?
Well,
man,
well,
you
first of
can't.
all,
You can try that, but that's gonna trickle up to something even worse. So it's just people just need to get on their stuff. You know, we need to re-implicate marriage values. You know, two income households and all that. You know, not one person working multiple jobs.
I'm glad you
so
said.
Justin, one thing, man, because a lot of people don't know what is the prime rate? Like, what is that considered compared to owning a home and stuff like that? Like, people don't know that. Like
The prime rate?
Yeah, what that means and stuff like that. You got to explain that to people.
Well, what a prime rate is basically what the central banks charge the banks. I mean it, and the banks charge you based on how much they have to pay the central banks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So basically, to educate the people, you gotta be able to build your credit score up to get closest to the prime rate. So like when you are going to finance a home or a car, you want to be closest to that prime rate or even better based on your credit rating and your score.
Yeah. You know, the higher your credit score is, the more safe the banks feel lending to you. You know, and that's why they want to lend to you. That's why they give you the best rates possible, and they want to keep having you come back as a repeat customer,
right?
Because you're so safe. You know, if you're going with a 620, you know, they put their extra PMI. They put a mortgage insurance on you that doesn't help you at all if you don't pay your mortgage. And you know, that's thousands of dollars over the course.
So you saying it's always better to buy?
It's always better, yeah. Like, just for the simple fact, like, if you can't pay your mortgage over a long course of time, it takes a year to 2 years to even kick you out your house.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, your mortgage might be due on the 1st, but it's not due. It's not late into the 15th. Compared to when you renting, you got 3 days?
Right.
Okay, so what do we do when you're in a situation when you get a house? Oh, I got a house. I love this house. 10 years later, I still own this house for 20 years, but I don't want to live here anymore. Like, what do you do in those situations?
Okay, that's a good question, because there's a notion that you know, buying a house is like a death sentence, and it's not. You know, you can, like, if you don't want to live somewhere in 10 years, you have a decent amount of equity, depending on. So yeah, like, if you buy a house for $100,000 and you paid off 30%, you got $30,000 in equity when you sell. To go do whatever you need to do.
Okay, that's good to know.
Talk to me nicely. Okay.
That's good to know right there. Also, I was about to ask you, what do you recommend that a consumer do before purchasing a home?
The best thing to do before purchasing is save as much money as possible. You know, because cash is king, and that makes the banks feel better just as much as your credit score.
Yeah, as long as you got something to add to it, basically.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Think about higher down payments and everything.
Right. But definitely, man, how long have you been in the real estate business?
I've been a realtor for almost 8 years now. And I've been.
I thought you was like Tommy when I met you. I was like, he doesn't have a job. But no, for real, man. We appreciate you coming on the show, man, and blessing us with that real estate knowledge, man. Once again, this is just incredible, is what we call him, but you can call him Jerry Ellis for his real estate name.
So
right.
You know what I mean? You're on the fantasy too. What's your record?
I'm 2-2.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, man. Another guy we got in the fantasy league, man, is going to lose to me.
Yeah, right.
But y'all know what it is, man. While we at it, man, we got 15 minutes left, so we're going to let Big Bree go ahead and talk sports while we on here. Big Bree with the sports. What's going on?
Yes, sir. You know I do my champion of the week. Man, my champion this week, man, is we coming up on we tapped on that earlier about the president campaign, man. It's time to vote, man. Vote. You got to register to vote by October the 7th. So my champion of the week is registering to vote. You make a difference, man. A lot of these politics have certain views, man, and things that they view. So you bring them in office as accountability to what goes on into your economy based on your interest rates we just talked about, based on how the economy is rocking. So we, got Kamala and Watts as our Democratic president candidates, and we got Trump and Vance as a Republican. But you go out and vote for who you want to represent you and your family, man, because your right to be able to pick what person that's going to be great for your economy or your economy is a true testament to what you want to do with your life. But I just like to say that. I'm gonna kick it off to my Buckeyes, man. They defeated Michigan State last week, 38-7. They'll be hosting Iowa this week, man. That'll be a CBS game. It's a 3:30 game on CBS. Sorry about that. We got Alabama, man. They just they defeated Georgia 41-34 in a blockbuster game last weekend. They're now number one. They went from 4-1. Tells you something about the NCAA. You can drop as long as you got to beat a great contestant. They'll be.
Well, football is any given. I mean, any given. They say any given Sunday, but any given football period, any given Saturday, any given Friday, Thursday. You know what I mean? Whenever they playing, anybody can be beat.
Yep. So Alabama, they're now number one in the country. They're 4-0. They'll be playing Vanderbilt away this week. SEC.
What's Georgia?
Check that out. Georgia is now number 5.
5?
So we got Alabama number 1, Texas number 2, Ohio State number 3, Tennessee number 4, and Georgia number 5.
Tennessee jumped on.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So Tennessee's now number 4. They'll be playing Arkansas, who's 3-2. That'll be a Saturday game, 7:30 on ABC. Check that out. Texas will have a number 2. They're number 2. They have a bye this week. Just some notable games last week. So we got this Thursday, man, the NFL, that'll be kicking off tonight. We got the Bucks and the Falcons on prime time tonight. That'll be at 8 o'clock, 8:20
It's gonna be a decent game.
Yep, that'll be a good one. Bucks is 3-1, Falcons are 2-2. We got Sunday's game, the Browns. They coming off another defeat last week, man. Kind of upsetting seeing them drop to 1-3, but man, it'll be a tough matchup in. That'll be in Washington. Washington D.C. They'll be playing the Commanders this week, who's 3-1. That'll be on Fox at 1 p.m. Check that out. Sunday night's game will be against the Steelers and the Cowboys. Steelers will be at home. They'll be taking on the Cowboys. Both of them is trying to fight for their spots in the division. That'll be an 8:20 game on NBC. Check that out. Also on Peacock. Monday Night Football still back. The Chiefs 4-0. They'll be at home hosting the Saints. The Saints are on a 2-2 run. That'll be an 8:15 game on ESPN, man. I just cut some of the short outs out because I wanted to tap into, man, we lost some pretty dominant people in the society, man. Pete Rose, who was the Cincinnati great down there, 83 years old. He passed last Monday, as well as Dikembe Mutombo, man. He died at 58 of a brain cancer. So shouts out, man, to their families, man. We're praying for you. One thing I wanted to note that Pete Rose said, man, they asked him a question. They asked him a question. It was like, if you played in the MLB today, what would be your batting average? And he said, my batting average would be 125. And then he was like, 125? And he was like, yeah. What would you expect from an 82-year-old? So, man, he was full of life, man. That guy, just what he did for sports. I mean, just betting on sports, man. I just understand betting on sports is like what they did to back in the days of when you recruiting college players. Now the game has changed, bro. It's people's gonna bet. People's gonna get money to be recruited. It's changed, like now the NIL is out there. But this guy was banned from the baseball for life, but he still had good spirits, man. So shouts out him and his family, man. Major League Baseball playoffs is back. The Detroit Tigers, they took a run. They're going to be playing the Guardians this weekend. Game 1, Series 1 on the American League Series. That'll be October the 5th, Saturday at 1:08. So check that out. That'll be in Cleveland. The Guardians, the Central Division champions. So hopefully they can rally to the pennant. Some notable other things are going out this weekend. UFC 307. I like my UFC, man. Alex Pereira, he'll be defending his champion against Khalil Roundtree, the junior. That'll be a lightweight, heavyweight championship bout. Check that out. UFC 307. That'll be 10 p.m. Check that out on ESPN Plus pay-per-view as well. On that ballot, Raquel Pennington, she's going to be defending her championship against Juliana Pena. So check that out. Into my little boxing mode or my little announcing mode, but cool. That's Big Bree with sports, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. We appreciate you with that, man. Also, notables, man. A lot of people are coming back from injury. We're waiting on Nick Chubb as a Cleveland Browns fan. We're waiting on Nick Chubb. He started practicing, but he has a 21-day window before he returns, so it might not be. It can take up to at least 3 weeks if he returns. They say they think it's going to be closer to the back end. Waiting on our man David Njoku to return, man. Don't know when he's returning, man. Waiting on all our offensive linemen to return as well. So, a lot of people give Deshaun Watson a lot of criticism of what's going on right now. But if you look at any team, man, when you broke up, you broke up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to play well. And that's just the thing. I would love to wait to see till we see them at full strength and then make my judgment on Deshaun Watson. You got San Francisco had a lot of people return. Debo Samuel came back.
Kittle was hurt.
Kittle came back. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of teams, especially for our fantasy, is weighing well with us, man. It's weighing well with us. The Devontae trade. You know what I mean? Devontae Adams asking for a trade from the Raiders, man. Where we think he's going to end up. You know what I mean? I wish the Browns would make a swap too. You know what I mean? If Cuz don't want to be here, but I don't understand why. Well, I do understand compared to a lot of cities, but Cleveland is not a desirable place for a lot of athletes. You know what I mean? To come here or what? Because you got warmer weather other places, or you got better stadiums, better downtowns. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I wish that they can make that swap, because I think that'll bode well for us. If Amari Cooper if he's disgruntled and wants to leave.
Well, what's to make the difference between a Cleveland and a Pittsburgh? Same climate.
The atmosphere, probably.
I mean, it's all football. Everybody loves football. I mean,
is they downtown cleaner?
Yeah, I mean, no, they're the same to me.
They is.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh, yeah.
It could be. Well, I think more with Pittsburgh is tradition.
So I mean, the championships.
Yeah, the championships, the tradition they put in place in their front office. I think it's more have to deal with that. You know what I mean? That they're more of a
stable franchise.
Yeah, stable. That's a good word. You know what I mean? But I think that is. But y'all know what it is, man. That's Big Brewer Sports, man. Right now, man. Trey Cool, you have anything to add to news that's been popping out?
Well, I just wanted to get your information and your thoughts and opinions on Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son. He's in a position where he can actually pull off an Eli Manning. And when I say Eli Manning, he was drafted by the Chargers, but he did not play for the Chargers. Reason being, he did not want to play for the Chargers, being the number one pick, and he forced his way out of that situation. How do you guys feel about Shedeur doing the same thing if, say, he lands at a team that he really doesn't want to be with?
Well, that comes with the history of the family, His dad, his granddad Archie had some fallouts with the Chargers, so it was more like a family type of thing. But we don't know. However, that's why he went to the Giants. So.
Do you think this is fair? Do you think this is fair? Because this is only situations that pops up when you have a Manning or you have a Sanders. If you're
family plays a big part in that too. You know what I mean? Family plays a big part in that. And I think I look at it like this. It's a 50-50 because this is your career we talking about. And a lot of quarterbacks who came in the league who were first round picks, careers ended early because of the franchises that they went to. You know what I mean? They're not training. You know, they're not training. How do you say this in something? You know what I mean? Not able to be a good franchise or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't have a problem with it because if he can do it, hey, more power to you because you're trying to get somewhere where you think that's going to train you up right and make you have a long career as opposed to teams who've been at the bottom and, you know, you bring a quarterback into a dysfunctional system and his career ends up ending early. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I look at Caleb Williams.
Well,
Ain't nobody talking about Caleb.
I mean, his daddy got 3 major teams.
They talking about Jaden Daniels.
You
know
what
what I mean?
You got the Cowboys and you got the 49ers. And
I mean, that's like last year though. Wasn't nobody talking about my guy down in Carolina. No, wasn't nobody talking about. He was number 2. Remember?
Yeah, Bryce Young.
Exactly.
Bryce Young,
Right.
career,
Who is exact same thing.
But look what Sam Darnold did. He went from a bad situation to a good situation, and now he's balling out. You know what I mean?
And the only reason why he's balling
So
out.
that's why I say I'm with it a little bit. If he can pull it off, hey.
Yeah.
Because you want to. Why not start where you want to start from the start?
Only reason why he's playing is because their quarterback went down in the preseason.
Yeah.
Vikings quarterback. So, you know, they picked up the kid from, who's that, from Michigan.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah. So he went down and he's out for the season. Then he had, you know, it's like, man, the injury, you know, like, next man up law.
But see, I mean, you see the change of how he played in his first years of being in the NFL to how he's playing now under a new regime, a stable facility, a stable coach. You know what I mean? His coaching facility, his awareness is better. His presence, you know what I mean? Everything about him that he's doing is way better than what it was prior to him being there. So if Sanders can force his way into a good position off rip, you know what I mean?
But it's just like
his tenure will last longer.
Just like how Justin Fields, you know, he go from starting at Chicago, going over there, fighting with a job with Russell. Russell slated to start. Russell get injured. Boom. Fields in. Now you won't even hear about Russell. But,
yeah. And that's crazy, man. They're going to trade Russell.
But I mean, that's the thing, man. It's like
this
guy, you know, won 2 Super Bowls. You know, Russell Wilson. I know he won 1.
They put us all 3 up side by side.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, man, it's just like, and that's the way, you know, that's why I say if he can force his way into a great situation off rip, better chances for that man right there, you know?
Right. We have a all freshman team, and we have a wide receiver 1 spot. It's only 1 spot to choose. We have Alabama's wide receiver, freshman wide receiver, and we have Ohio State's freshman wide receiver. Who are you guys choosing?
I'm a Buckeye.
Yeah, you know I'm a Buckeye too, but dude cold though. He's cold too. You know what I mean? But I'm a Buckeye.
I watch highlights from both of them. I think Ohio State.
Well, no, I think the better way to answer that question is compare Alabama receivers in the NFL to Ohio State receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, they both had hella success for sure.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, but you
can really put anybody in that.
But
position.
you got Travis Hunter, man. He's not a freshman, but man, that dude is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like offense and defense, man. You know, nobody's playing both ways. Like nobody did that as Deion do what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he put that Heisman pose last week and be definitely. I mean, the only last 2 players that actually won the Heisman was Charles Woodson that went both ways. Charles Woodson for Michigan. You know, he returning punts, offense, defense, man. But yeah, man.
Anybody watch that presidential debate, vice presidential debate last night?
I did.
Or the day before, actually. Was it last night?
Yeah, I watched a little bit. I kind of fell into it.
Okay. Wasn't as exciting as the presidential debate, or?
It was more of, like they say, it was more of a debate. It wasn't an attack in so many words. It wasn't an attack on each other. Like, It was more a debate. They was actually answering questions. You know what I mean? and that's what you appreciate from that debate. You
They
know what I
weren't
mean?
pointing fingers at each other.
Yeah, they went in there bashing each other and stuff like that, and they was actually agreeing with each other on certain points. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
all you really want as an American is for the government to work together to solve the problem. You don't really care about who's Republican, who's Democrat, who's going to solve the problem. Can y'all work together to solve the problem instead of acting like little babies and pointing fingers at each other? You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's the thing. But we a lot of stuff gets thrown to the side just because they're thinking about the next presidential race. If I agree to this with Democrats, what did that say about me? They won't vote Republican or vice versa. You know what I mean? So a lot of bills, even if they want them on one of the sides, they'll go against it. No, because that's not the Republican way. You know what I mean, or something like that. But yeah,
Right.
it's crazy.
All right. Got about 15 minutes left. Fruits, chocolate, and alcohol, some of the imports that will be affected by the port strikes. In 2023, U.S. ports took in 39.4 million metric tons in agricultural products worth more than $110 billion. The Bureau warns that the strike's billion-dollar impact will especially be felt across the East and Gulf Coast. Nine major ports make up more than 90% of all East Coast uh, containerized agricultural exports, which can carry anything from animal feed to refrigerated meat products. Uh, they also say it's a big toilet paper shortage as well. So, I mean, you guys might want to go out and stock up.
In stack up. Well, we buy, like I told you last week, we buy in bulk from Sam's Club, especially when it comes to toilet paper and stuff like that, toiletries and stuff like that. We
Yeah.
try to buy in bulk. You know what I mean? To have that. I think another crazy thing about I think another recession is coming up or something like that, where
Let's see, man.
Thinking about having to go out and purchase that bulk of food. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
something like that.
I mean, like you say, yeah, man.
That has to deal with the border people going on strike too as well. Ain't nothing coming in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they was like stack up on your
Moving.
groceries and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. So make sure you guys do that. Just a little bit of celebrity news. Diddy has a tape right now that's hasn't circulated, but it's a rumor right now that there's a tape out there with him and a very high profile celebrity. Some people are saying Beyonce. Some people are. That's only the name I've actually heard. So I don't know. It's just rumors, just speculation at this point. Man. And also, he was also hit with 120 new allegations as well. Even saying that he was abusing a 9-year-old child. So I mean, it's going to be a long, lengthy trial. It's going to be something for the ages, man. It's going to be a lot of different spin-offs and stories that come out of this situation, and I'm here for it, man. Hopefully, in his defense, since there's no one but his attorney there for his defense, possibly his children, but and some of his close friends and family. But he says he's innocent, and he says he wants to fight everything, blah blah blah. He's been here before. He's denied things before, and things came out that he lied. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see where it goes. We hope the best for all parties, everybody that was involved, all the victims. Yeah.
Still on the show.
Rich Homie Quan, the death notification came out. Rich Homie actually passed from, give me one moment here. It was a mix of drugs. I'll tell you exactly what it was. He died from combined effects of fentanyl, alprazolam, codeine, and promethazine. So, yeah, I mentioned that to say definitely kids, new generation, whoever may have you, please take care of yourselves. Death is a real thing, and you can speed up the process for sure. So Stay away from a lot of this stuff, especially the fentanyl. I'm sure he didn't mean, or who knows, man. You know what I'm saying? So you take care of yourself, stay out of them situations, man, and try your best to live a blessed, prosperous life. Got about 10 minutes left. Laylo, anything else going on? What you got going this weekend?
No, not really, and we really ain't got to do 10 minutes. We started a little late, but cuz got to get to work.
Well, yeah, I mean, I say that because I noticed, Nerve DJs ain't really, what I mean. So I mean, looking at our time and our own personal podcast, we're at 50 minutes. Yeah. So that's why I say that.
Yeah, I know, but we ain't got too much.
Cat, how y'all feel about that cat trade? Who won?
I don't know. I think on the publicity side, stunt side, New York might have won, but they getting a dog in Julius Randle over there too. I think that's what they're going for as Timberwolves, because I think they got another dude that was behind Cat that was dog and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Nas Reed.
Yeah, he was dog and shit. So they ain't lose too much on Cat, and they gained a hell of a player in Julius Randle. But with Cat, he can show up sometimes, but then he can show up soft sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like a cat. You know what I mean?
Man, what?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, man, but it's just like.
Who you think the better center?
Julius Randle, man, to me really wasn't the center. He was more like a power forward.
Yeah, he's Julius Randle, definitely a power forward.
They're gonna move dude into his spot, but they still got Gobert too.
Yeah, but and they use Gobert as, I mean, the speed of the NBA is real. So Gobert actually doesn't play if it's a smaller lineup and this and that, because he ain't coming up and down the floor that quick. You know what I mean? So it'll probably be more of a Randall, Nas Reed lineup, mixing in Rudy. Definitely because of his defensive capabilities. Besides that, yeah. But New York definitely won the trade overall because of the team that they already had. My God.
Not exactly though, man, because they had to give up Dante DiVincenzo.
I mean, they got more
bench. They already gave up the other center.
Yeah, that's true.
They gave up his other center, so they only got Hartenstein. It's gonna be Hartenstein and Cat. You know what I mean? But they gave up a lot of shooting in Dante DiVincenzo, man. Unless they're gonna let Josh Hart start. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
It's a lot still. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily.
I mean, that starting lineup is to be feared, truly. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Cat. Who else is that other? Who else is it?
Yeah, I forgot they got Mikal too.
Yeah. They looking good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
I forgot they got Mikal. Yeah, but yeah.
For sure, man.
Good morning, Mix, man. We about at our conclusion today, man. We'd like to thank everybody that tuned in with us, man. Continue to support the show. And click on the Good Morning Mix each and every Thursday. I'm going to start saying 10:15 to 11:15 or so like that. You know what I mean? Just to be on the safe side. Right here, Nerve DJs Radio, SLTV. I am your man, DJ Laylo, signing out. DJ LAYLO 330. Find me on all social media platforms. Google us, and also Google Sports Speaker Leaguers Worldwide.
Got Braylon Harper on Facebook, Braylon Harper Senior on Twitter, X, Big 302 on the gram.
TREK, you will get to know me as well. Speaker Leaguers _worldwide. That's on IG. Speaker Leaguers 1, that's Twitter. Check us out everywhere you can find a podcast, Apple Music, Spotify, and much more. See you next Thursday, 10 to 11 a.m. Excuse me, 10:15. You know what? It doesn't matter. We'll be here Thursday morning.
We'll be here. Just put it that way. Y'all know what it is. We out of here.
Feel like getting up right now, man. Damn.